1 year ago, on this day, I posted my first video, Hero vs Random, the final fight. Over this past year, I've gotten a total of 2,900 views and 82 subscribers at the time of recording. Before we get into the video, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Everyone's support during my first year on YouTube was amazing, and I know that I've said this way too many times, but I want to thank Good4You for his support over the past year. He's helped me so much. He helped me introduce Ifagor with the end of one of his series. He's made almost all of the Shinies for the Fakemon I've made, not to mention a ton of concepts for my Fakemon, so seriously, thank you. Also, he'll probably go mentally deranged if I don't mention him, so thanks to Bad4You, a totally real and not fake twin of Good4You. Please don't make another slander video of me again. I'll say it again, thank you everybody for your support. Now, let's get into the video, shall we? Alright, in this video I'll be making some miscellaneous Fakemon, including one of the oldest concepts I have, as well as some Fakemon I designed for a contest. Let's start with the oldest concept I've had. This has become a pretty long-running joke with a few of my friends. Because I always ignored this concept, whenever I spoke to them, they would say, "Hey."
So hear me out. It's a wombat, and it attacks, and it's a fighting and ground type, and its name is Combat, because like it's a wombat and like it attacks, because it's like a wombat.
Genius. This was obviously to get me to make it, but I never bothered delving into it, until earlier this week. I was asking if anybody had any ideas for what my 1 year anniversary should look like, and sure enough, they wanted Combat. I dismissed it at first, and then thought about it. The best part about making Combat would be that my friends would never expect it. So, I started drawing. I started by drawing some rough sketches of Combat to figure out how I wanted it to look, eventually settling with a pose of it doing a handstand, and using its legs to fight. I knew that I wanted this Fakemon to be somehow related to Quackik, or at least look similar to it. I changed the proportions and rotations of Quackik to come up with a more accurate draft. Then I added mud to its body, shaded, highlighted, and here is Combat, the Wombat Pokemon. A ground and fighting type. Since they rely on the ground a lot, Combat have developed a unique fighting style. By attacking with their feet, they can battle and burrow at the same time. Similar to Quackik, I've given it a new ability, Burrow, which basically just makes Dig take one turn and slightly powers up all ground type moves. Now, I want to move on to a Fakemon line that I designed for a contest. This contest was Boreal Mind's 500 subscriber Fakemon contest. A bit of background information. Boreal Mind is a German Fakemon YouTuber. She's been making a Fakemon region based on Germany called the Germansberg region, and to celebrate her hitting 500 subscribers, she's holding a Fakemon contest. Check out her video, I'll put a link in the description if you want to learn more. Anyways, I started watching her videos a few months ago and I knew that I wanted to participate in the contest. So here are the two Fakemon that I submitted on Instagram. Firstly, I'll need a concept. While exploring German culture and folklore, I came across a few characters that stood out. Krampus, Faust, and the Pied Piper of Hamelin. The Pied Piper stood out to me the most, in fact. And I'm not sure why, maybe it's just because I was probably told it when I was young. After sketching some potential animals, I decided that I could make a rat Fakemon that was controlled by its evolution. I then added a flute in its mouth, added patterns as well as two tails wrapped around each other. Shaded, highlighted, and we have Pipesqueak, the mischievous rat Pokemon. A normal type. Pipesqueak can be observed in groups of over 20, invading villages for food. Wherever they go, an eerie tune can be heard. Because of this, it is suggested that Pipesqueak, as well as other rat-like Pokemon, are under some form of mind control. Now, let's design Pipesqueak's evolution. I worked off a quick sketch I made while designing its pre-evolution, touching it up and changing the proportions, finishing by shading and highlighting. Its evolution is Melorat, the hypnotic Pokemon. A normal and dark type. Melorat's flute is able to play a hypnotic tune, only affecting rat-like Pokemon. Because of this, researchers believe that this Pokemon is most likely controlling rat-like Pokemon, and that it's the source of the tune during a Pipesqueak invasion. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching this past year, and I hope that my second year on YouTube will be even better than the last. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I'll see you soon. Bye.